Here and here? Nope. Well, damn. Hello, June. The middle one. Still no. Well then, that's fantastic, there, Freddy. Roger. The right one. No, really? Fuck. Why can I never fucking remember this one? Is it really the one on the far left? Probably is. That one and that one. God damn it, yeah. Fuck. It was that one. Alright, good. Onwards to the next room. Oh, look at that. Final Poe. No, wait, you're not the final Poe. You're Poe number... No, you would be Poe number 4. Yep, you would be Poe number 4. Why are you what the fuck? There you are. Hello, dear. Damn it. Hey. Can't talk right now. I'm trying not to die. Got a fucking Poe that just split himself into 4, and I just took a nasty fucking hit to the face. This cheap bastard. Yes, it is you. Got cats. And dead. There you go. There you go. It's down. It's down. It's down. Excuse me. Suck. That sucked. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. No, yes. I'm a genius. Okay, whatever you say, Kanye. There you go. Now we can progress deeper in Arbiter's Grounds. Making really good timing like I thought we would. Yeah. Alright. So the second half of Arbiter's Grounds isn't as long, if I remember right. It's a little bit more streamlined. Because once you go through this door, it immediately just kicks off. Because you gotta go down, up, all around. So, first things first, we'll do this. Nice. we're supposed to just fucking use this to go up and down. See anything here? No. No. Yes. Go through here. Yep, what's that? Camp? No, it's key. Yeah, I got a key. Comes the bubble. You're dead. That's a good show. Then nothing here. Nice red herring. Go up a little bit more. Is there anything here? No, of course not. Except spikes. Okay, double check the map. Just needed to be safe. Okay, good. There's nothing else. Keep going. Go. Far down as you can go. There's no chest in here good, but there is a lot of bullshit if I remember right. Ton of bullshit. Yep. And I can already hear it. Also gonna do one other thing real quick. Looking at it. Joy-Con will connect to the Switch. Give me one moment. There you go. Mrs. Oaf's left Joy-Con won't connect to her Switch. If she's listening right now, did you put it onto the console first? Because I've had that happen before where it seemingly wouldn't connect, but you gotta essentially put it on the console. You gotta put both Joy-Cons on the console. And then not rest mode, but full off mode. You essentially got to turn it off, make sure everything's plugged back into it, and then it essentially hard restart like you would a computer. What's up, LotMS? Plug it into the console, then go into the sync controllers on the main page or turn it off and go again. Yeah, you got it. Yep, exactly, LotMS. See, you've had the same problem too, so makes a lot of sense. Pull. Now that I'm re-looking at Arbiter's Grounds, like, in its entirety, and remember what I've seen in Tears of the Kingdom, underneath the fucking Gerudo sands, like, yeah, it's a tad bit eerie. Try that, but didn't turn it off. You didn't turn off the console. Okay, well. Alright, hopefully that works. No, you do what you gotta do, dear. It's no big deal. And do one of these. Oh, no. Okay. See, I had the thought in my head, is that pot where Oka is, or Uka, or whatever her name is, and then I see the fucking jiggle, and I'm like, yes it is! I don't want her fucking... I don't need her all in my inventory. Hello, would you like to see my feathers that look like nipples? No? Well, very good. I am a sentient bird person from the sky. More I sure have, usually with the left Joy-Con as well. Those ones always give me trouble, even the physical condition on left Joy-Cons have given out on me before, like it won't lock into the controller. Yep, LotMS knows exactly what we're talking about. Holy fucking shit. Because I had that same problem with my old Switch, and I've had hit or miss problems with my right one on my current one, but it's not as bad as it used to be. But LotMS, yeah, you've got it. You've got it. Exactly what controller it did. Computer, turn off that noise! God damn it. There you go. Hey, would you look at that? Hey, LotMS, imagine Stalfos coming back. Stalfos and Tektites and Levers, P-Hats, and Skulltulas, and just like all of the non-magical enemies, I guess you could say. The ones who may or may not be a little bit more nature-defined. I don't know. Oh, yes! Still got it. Oh yeah, you already know what it is. Got sword. Do. Gotcha. Also, everyone picks up Joy-Con. Picks up Joy-Con a day after purchase. It turns to, yeah. LotMS, you've got it. Oh, you sack of butt munt. Butt munt? Butt munt, okay. Damn near similar pose to Ganondorf himself underneath Hyrule right now. Because remember, the true Ganondorf has been hidden underneath the ground for millennia. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh shit, the spinner. Okay, hold on. So yes, that's the spinner in that chest. But what I just noticed is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cogs on it. Almost like the Gate of Time. And there was a second Gate of Time in the desert, so very interesting. Sometimes I even notice new things that I never noticed in my favorite Zelda game at times. Blows my mind that Ocarina of Time Ganondorf is in the same bent over position that's sealed at the... Right. But that's the fun thing. From what we've seen over the past year or so, the Ganondorf in the ancient past, via the memories of Tears of the Kingdom, was the very first one. Yes, Tears of the Kingdom happens after everything, but LotMS, you and I, we've talked about it into detail like crazy, and yeah, it's absolutely nuts that we always thought that Ganondorf first appeared in Ocarina of Time through the timeline, right? And then we come to find out, well, no, he didn't first show up in Ocarina of Time. What the fuck you mean he didn't show up first in Ocarina of Time? He showed up before Minish Cap. The fuck do you mean he showed up before Minish Cap? So every single form of Ganondorf you've been fighting in his alter ego Ganon, the pig form, yeah, so they've all been phantoms. Excuse me, what the fuck? You know the phantom and puppet concept we've thrown at you in every single Ganondorf encounter? Yeah? Well, just imagine that every single one of those puppets and phantoms, yes, were made by the big bad boss of the game. Right? That much we know. And now imagine the big bad boss of the game is also a phantom, and then you just sit there and you're like, fuck, that would make so much sense as to why he kept coming back. Yeah. Exactly, LotMS. Such a crazy amount of detail, like, so fucking great. Oh, man. And people say Nintendo doesn't care. Bitch, please. Oh, man. I think Nintendo pays a little bit more attention to their fans and to their own IPs than, oh, I don't know, Sony. It's honestly, exactly, it's like, Sony, what IP do they even have anymore? Like, be honest, like, they don't really have God of War ever since they let God of War be allowed on other consoles. Same thing with Crash and Spyro, they're not Sony exclusive. It's like, what used to be a Sony exclusive is no longer a Sony exclusive, and you can get some of these quote-unquote Sony mascots on Nintendo. So it just blows my mind that Sony technically started this gaming war because they stole the fucking, you know, Zelda and Mario IPs to make Hotel Mario and Zelda CDI, because Philips back in the day was owned by Sony. So it essentially, yes, the gaming war started with the fucking CDI bullshit. God. And now we're looking at Sony being like, well, we don't want to keep doing this because we're losing a lot of money and Nintendo's getting a lot of money. Oh, would you imagine that? So we want to help Nintendo with their Zelda movie. And that's where I fucking get my concerns raised again. I'm like, Sony wants to do a Zelda movie. Granted, Sony movies have been kind of lacking because they've been trying to tackle movies, TV, video games, and etc. for the betterment of how many fucking years at this point, right? And Nintendo is finally being able to get into the movies because they're taking the baby steps they needed to take. And then Sony's just looking at them like, well, shit. Like, yeah, don't piss off Nintendo. Oh boy, there you go. off the spinner. No. Got another piece of heart. Very nice. 2 more for another full container. And... jump. 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 No, damn it. This always happens. Damn it. There you go. I didn't need to get off to reposition. Nice. That really didn't sound nice now that I'm thinking about it. That didn't sound... God damn it. I didn't have to get off to reposition. Really? A fucking stamp for the Hylian letter D right on cue. Why? Why? We go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's pretty funny that the wars all start with Nintendo PlayStation console being dropped as concept to Sony goes to the war over of the market, only start end up IP-less and being turned into an every dev console, a place where all devs can port over their games. And yeah, and then PlayStation being like, well, we had the Call of Duty contract, though we lost that, and then now what do we have? Well, we have this contract, but we lost that one. So what do we have now? Sony being like, oh, we've got Fortnite and we've got, and granted, I don't got room to talk because I got a PS4, but at this point, like, I went ahead and got my PS4 because I missed playing with some friends on certain games, and I missed certain games itself. And granted, yes, I'll still play those games in my free time. But man, the replayability of Nintendo versus PS is just like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, everybody has their different tastes and everything, but man, I don't know. Over the years, Sony has just been kicking themselves more and more. Nintendo's like, good. It's like, what blew my mind is Horizon. What blew my mind about Horizon or Lego Horizon Dawn, whatever the fuck, that's technically a Sony IP. And when you look in the eShop, like the Nintendo Switch eShop, and you look at Horizon and a couple other of the IPs that, you know, a couple of the games that got announced during the most recent Direct this year, it says Sony, and it doesn't have any other developers or any other kind of studios or anything. And I'm looking at that, and I'm like, to see Sony's name in the Nintendo eShop is fucking amazing for once. Give them this. They may have lost the IP war, but they are most homes they have their system right now. Because the PS4 is, PS5 isn't quite there, but combined, I think they have more systems and homes than the other two companies, but that's also why they open up to every other dev in order. Yep, exactly. Exactly, and then you can go back into the thing of like, I'm still gonna say this, but PS3, probably best one. Out of any of the Sony consoles that I've either owned or friends or family have owned or etc., PS3 is the best one. That middle ground. You got free online, you've got the best online interactions you could have at that. Like, if I sat down and tried to give you guys all of the good points of a PS3 over like a PS4 or a PS5, or even compared to a PS2 or a PS1, PS3 would hands down be that console. But then PS4 came out and a lot of people were pissed off with the changes, and then PS5 came out and nobody can get their hands on that still. And then Sony says, oh yeah, we're already planning PS6, and we're like, motherfuckers, nobody has a PS5 to begin with. So why are you already planning PS6? And then they lose like over 900 employees, and then Anyway, no, I'm not. If I was to go into extent of how much Sony and I have a love-hate relationship, essentially, it would take, like, maybe longer than the intended stream. Other than that, we are on track. We are keeping up with what we need to keep up with, and that 1 hour mark technically hits in the next, like, 10 minutes or so. So we should be done with Arbiter's Grounds within an hour, just as I've planned. You still live, how astounding. But this is truly a bittersweet reunion, truly. For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive. No, it's not. Oh boy, Volvagia. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, wasn't that Ganondorf's slat? So, I like how you bring that up, Bottoms. I'll get to that in a second. So let's do some quick theorization and quick info dumping. As far as we know, Zant was part of the royal family of the Twilight Crown, however was passed over since his magic and his leadership was lacking in a weak heart. The royal family of the Twilight Realm finally had their own daughter, Minna, who became the next in line. Zant was pissed off, asked the heavens for a protector or some kind of power, and Ganondorf Dragmire in his giant malice form after his box execution came down, he's like, I shall house my power within you, anything you desire, I shall desire it too. Meaning he not only shared his own life energy and dark magic, but he also shared his Triforce power. This is the Arbiter's Grounds, a holding site, prison, and execution for Hyrule's most evil criminals out there, and belongs to one man, Ganondorf Dragmire. Ganondorf was held and tortured in this site where Star-Lord lives, and where Star-Lord more than likely tore Ganondorf to pieces before Ganondorf killed it instead. And in turn, that maniacal laugh that you just heard does sound like Ganondorf's, yes. What I'm getting to is, that was Zant making that laugh. Whether or not it was through Ganondorf's power and influence or not, we don't know, but yes, it's very eerie that it matches up like that. The Death Sword fight essentially being the Phantom Ganon fight of this game. And then the music for Star-Lord, of course, is very reminiscent if you've played Ocarina. There we go. And time.